TV47.
All right, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's shift gears now and talk matters gig economy, but we want to shine the spotlight on online driving. This morning, I have a panel of online drivers and leaders of that particular industry to talk about a raft of issues stemming from the recent government directive to draft regulations that will, of course, see minimum base fare go up from 220 to about 400 shillings to 500 shillings, among other things, including insecurities in that particular industry, as well as the rising prices of fuel, how that is affecting, those in the online driving industry. Karibuni sana in studio. Just right next to me is Justin Nyaga, that is the chairman, Organization of Online Drivers. We have Daniel Manga, chairman, Ride Hail Transport Association. We also have Salma Kikoa, chair lady, Blessed Ladies Organization, and at the very far end, Caroline White, chair lady, Organization of Online Drivers. Karibuni tena to TV47 Breakfast. Do interact with us through our socials. It's TV47 Kenya on Facebook and on YouTube. On X, TV47 Digital. Be sure to tag me at Annie_Dida if you also want to contribute. Our WhatsApp line is active, 0793 267 279. We've seen a new term here, Ride Hail Transport Association. Tuanzie hapo. Daniel, what is that about?
Ride Hail Transport Association was started in the year around 2020, after COVID. That's when we were trying to bring up an association that brings all transport circles together. The formation of Ride Hail is an association formed by corporate. The transport circles, of which we are expecting the government to give us the transport circles regulations, of which we have done. We have a draft, and we are expecting that one to come soon, because we are still waiting for taxi policy regulations, which is going to start soon. I understand the government has brought in a consultants over that, so we are expecting that taxi policy regulation, the transport circles to be anchored in, and then Ride Hail is formed by circles. We have almost like 25 circles formed by drivers, and many of them are very active.
All right.
Yes.
We'll be coming back so that you can talk to us about the drafts that you're talking about and what you guys are trying to achieve with it. Salma, talk to us about Blessed Ladies Organization. What is that?
Thank you very much.
Blessed Ladies Organization is basically an online ladies group who are on the gig economy, on the platforms, all the rating platform. So basically it's just ladies coming up together, and we formed ourselves to work together to get something small. And basically we are the whole country, but Nairobi has got the majority of the online ladies drivers. We are coming up. We started a few, like from around 10, 20. Right now we are around, we are reaching around 1,500. Those among registered, we are around 600 to 700 who are actually registered, and we are working together. So women, come out, work, don't stay at home. You have a small car, you know how to drive, come. We build the economy.
You're also an online driver?
I'm an online driver. I have worked.
Sawa.
I know.
We'll get into details of it to just understand how business is going on for you as ladies and as women in this industry. Nyaga, Organization of Online Drivers. I do understand that you and Caroline are in the same sector. Online drivers, does it capture all the platforms that we have, Uber, Bolt, Faras, the ones that we know, Little Cab, or what is this about?
Yeah, for sure. Good morning, everyone. My name is Justin Nyaga, the chairman or the president Organization of Online Drivers. Started like 4 years ago, and it comprises of all drivers in our republic, men and women together. That is why we have the women wing,
which is led by Carol.
Led by Carol there.
Okay.
So online drivers, we are in all platforms, Uber, Bolt, Litro, name them. There are 26 of them that are registered at the NTSA platform. So all drivers in general.
Yeah.
We are like 21,000 by now who are registered, and almost 8,000 active members.
All right. Carol, what are you guys trying to achieve, by coming up with, an organization that caters to online drivers 4 years in? Yeah, what are the gaps that you are seeing in the industry and decided now to come up with this particular organization to take care of online drivers?
Thank you. Good morning. The reason why this group of online drivers came together basically was to fight for the rights of online drivers. Online drivers have basically been harassed, looked down upon by the society, by sometimes even the government, by even our customers. So the reason why we came up together as online drivers is to fight for the rights of online drivers. Yeah.
Looked down upon by customers. How so? Because I think almost a big chunk of Kenyans rely on cabs. Uber, Bolt, Faras, and all these other platforms to get to different destinations. Why do you feel looked down upon? What exactly is going wrong?
Okay, yeah. The reason why I said customers is because, we are Kenyans, and we are in Kenya, and we are in Nairobi.
Yeah.
You'll find that most of the times our customers look down upon us just as drivers. Who are you? You are just a driver, an ordinary driver. They don't think that they don't feel as if this is our office. So most of the times you'll find they harass us, they talk to us rudely, they do funny things in our cars. They really look down upon us. Not all of them.
Yeah, some.
Some, yeah.
And you're giving me very, very major points. They do funny things. Funny things like what?
It's quite a junk of funny things, especially at night. Of course, night is night, and when it's dark, funny things happen at night. And especially, those people that we have in our cars at night are people maybe who are going for outings. And when they come out of their places of outings, how they come looking like. Yeah. So sometimes they mess our cars.
Yeah. All right. How is the cost of doing business as an online driver like in Kenya, Salma?
Honestly, when the business started, it was a beautiful industry that came up. Though through the formal and informal sector, there was a bit some hustle in between. But later it was aligned, and when the industry started, the charges were good, the rates were good, and Kenyans started enjoying the beauty of having this easy movement from one place to another, from town to airport, because you remember, to airport we only used to have buses, 34. It takes you from town to airport. If you have to go to the airport, you have to use the other informal way of going to the airport, which was a bit expensive. So when these platform apps came in, the rates were good. We were getting something in the evening when you're going at home. Because you could wake up in the morning, you do maximum around 10 trips, and you're good to go. The app is happy, the driver is happy. We never used to have problems. But just after like 3 years or 4 years down the line, everything changed, because you can imagine the price changed like drastically around by 80% down. Because it was doing around 60 shillings per kilometer. Right now, the rates have gone down up to around 23 shillings, 22 shillings per kilometer. And you can imagine this rate sometimes it's applicable to both the higher CCs and lower CCs. Because the higher CCs, like 1500 CCs, we used to get around 45 shillings or 42 shillings per kilometer. Right now, the rates have gone down. We're doing around 28, 29. You can imagine now the smaller CCs have come in, which are even now pathetic, because it's now doing around 22 shillings. And every 15th of the new month, the prices are going up. No app is willing to hear us. So it has become a serious challenge, and that is where we are fighting, and we are helping. We are requesting the government to come and help us, because we're having a serious challenge, because these are private sectors. Private sector, it's not easy to actually tell them that, yes, please do this. So we are having a serious challenge, and they don't want to understand that when the fuel prices goes up, everything else goes up, because the spare parts goes up, the insurance is there, you get nothing. That is where you find most drivers are working longer hours. They are tired. Even some are dying on the road. Some are dying at work. And especially, you can imagine, like my ladies, most of them you can find working hours, and their mothers. People have to take their children to school. They have to take care of their homes, you know. So it is too much. So we are just requesting, whenever the prices are going up, at least can the apps think of giving us something reasonable. We don't want to go to the street, honestly. We are tired. And whenever we communicate with them, they don't communicate back to us. And that is, you know, like the way Carol has said, people perceive our taxi industry to be a funny industry. And believe me, this industry have got people with brains, you know, people who are working in corporate organization. And we are making millions we are giving the government a lot of money through the taxes. Because you can imagine, we are paying the taxes through the through fuel, through inspection, because we have to take our cars to the inspection. That is on a yearly basis. There is on an annual basis, because your vehicle has to be inspected. Once it is inspected, is when now you can go to Uber, Little Cab, for you to be for you to be onboarded. Another challenge that we're having again with these apps, they have an extra checkup. So we are wondering, does NTSA, so like the apps supersede what the NTSA are actually doing? Because NTSA has given us a clearance. You go there, that you are told, no, I'm sorry to use like Uber, we'll tell you to go and do the check. You go to these other people, they have to check for you. You have to pay around another 600 or I don't know, 500 shillings. Again, you go to Bolt, it's the same thing. So we are really challenged, and it's the pressure is too much, and we just find we don't have anything. If these people can avoid this, and the government can come and say, tell us, and talk on our behalf, like, listen, the checks ends at this point of where we have provided the document from NTSA on inspection. My inspection report should give me access to all these apps. I should not go to another round of being checked. Why should I be checked?
All right, just hold on to that point. Of course, you've mentioned something quite interesting as well about, you know, going to the streets, and we'll be getting deeper into that. But let's hear from Daniel as well. Cost of doing business from your own lenses. How is it as an online driver in this country?
It's bad. Just as simple as that, it's bad. The reason I'm saying that, when we started driving, like when Uber came to Kenya, you used to fuel your car like 1,000 shillings, and you could make like 4,000, and you're able to cater for all your needs, like maintaining your car. We used to maintain our cars very well, but it reached a period that a driver can never maintain a car. If you use most of the cars nowadays, I think you use most of the Ubers. You could hear some vehicles have a lot of noise in front. They are not in good condition. It's not the wish of the driver to car to be like that. It's because the kind of money that we are being given. We are struggling even to feed the families through this business. Because, you know, most of the drivers now, we have taken this one to be our daily work. It's not like a side job. Like I have something else that I'm doing that can add something to my family. We are full-time drivers, and this is where we depend from. So the cost has really beaten us, and we think the government is dragging so much to give us what we want. And that's why you see every time we are in the streets, like I can give you the recent case. Me and my Secretary General, I'll tell you where the name Secretary General is coming from.
Right.
Because now we have come, all of us together, like 19 bodies, to make one umbrella body, like a federation. That's where the name is coming, like Secretary General. Different bodies, but in one bodies. So the recent case, we buried our comrade last week on 2nd July. And then we had a demonstration because the driver died in the vehicle around Donholm area. He was waiting for a ride, and then he was like, he slept like that. The reason? He worked like 24 hours because he could not get money the other day, so he had to extend to look at least to have milk to take the kids home, but he didn't go back home. He's not the first person. We have buried with him, like in Laikipia we buried one, in Makueni we buried another one, in Kiambu we buried another one. So you're asking the government, how many drivers do you want to die so that you can act? The act that we want the government to do to us is justice. We are not asking anything extra from you customers. What we are asking, pay our dues so that we can maintain our family, maintain our vehicles, and all, even us, have time to rest and maybe do some social things that we can do.
All right.
Yeah.
Justin, as chairperson, you know, of an organization that holds about 21,000 drivers, do you agree that the cost of business as an online driver is just as tough as your colleagues?
Actually, that has been the issue. And the reason why we felt the need of starting the organization is that we felt that drivers are not well represented. So we felt that we need to represent them in such matters. Now, the issue of cost, as you all know, that cost of living has gone high. And again, fear has also hiked to a level that maybe was not in the past 3 years or 4 years.
Yeah.
And the same thing, the application company, instead of going or putting the prices up, they just go through the competition, they go down. Because I understand that other applications are coming up, and you find that now the dominant applications are using the prices to go down so that they can remain dominant. So that is the only problem that we have in ride hailing.
Yeah.
And we feel that now the government should come up with a good legal framework that can sustain our industry in terms of pricing mechanism and all that. And also the deactivation policy. You find that drivers are deactivated anyhow and anytime the application fails to deactivate a driver for minor issues, they deactivate. Not considering that this driver has gone to Mombasa to buy a vehicle costing 1 million, has invested.
Do they deactivate because of the driver's conduct or why?
Just driver's cause, because the passengers are commenting, and you know the comments of passengers, even some of them are drunk and they can comment anything they want to comment. And then now they deactivate drivers for such reasons.
A complaint from, say, like 100 customers about one driver, then that is a cause for alarm, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, in every given industry, we don't lack different characters. We know not all drivers are good.
Yeah.
But also the majority of them, including some of us in the leadership, once you maybe conduct a demonstration and you are seen in those cameras doing the demonstrations, they will, because they have the capacity to even alter the systems, they can lower your ratings wherever they are using the technology. So that is what they do, and then they claim that your ratings has gone low, though they block you permanently. But the issue, the main issue is you are caught in camera doing demonstrations against maybe that pricing model and all that. So what I want to say is that in this industry, we are lacking one thing, a legal or a good framework to help drivers now maintain that pricing mechanism that is suitable for them, so that we can be in business. Because you cannot be in business, you buy a car, you fuel a car, you service the car, then somebody else independently will determine the price per kilometer what you carry, even without your consent.
All right. Carol, your colleagues are talking about, now you're tired of going to the streets. And one of the things that has stood out is the issue of fuel. And being, a chair lady of an organization that, of course, 21,000 drivers ni wengi sana. The State House Mombasa meeting, when drivers were protesting how fuel had gone up, were you there as a chair lady of an organization that hosts online drivers?
In Mombasa?
Yes.
In Nairobi.
You were in Nairobi at the
Yes.
time, so you didn't make it to the Mombasa meeting?
No.
Justin, were you there?
Yes, I was the only person in Mombasa meeting, by the way. For the whole industry. I went to, or you were talking to that president forum.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, the State
Yes.
House Mombasa meeting, yeah.
Yes,
that one.
I was there.
What happened behind closed doors? That's what what happened, because now you are protesting. The bado mmeongelelea fuel is still up. So what happened behind closed doors?
Actually, it was just an opportunity
that
I got to attend that presidential forum in Mombasa State House, and I addressed the issues, the same issues that we are talking about. Our drivers are working for 18 hours without going to a break because of their poor ratings, and also the issues of credit facilitators. Those who have us with credit, when you are buying a car, you are given on loan, and then the repayment process becomes hectic because they have such high interest rates. And also, and that's where now the issue of EVs came in, because the president was like, if now you get an EV car that is not consuming fuel, maybe you can at least minimize the expenditure of or the cost of running a vehicle, which we agreed, and he promised that he will reduce now, he will remove the VAT or the tax so that we can access the EVs. And that's where my brother was saying that again, we are shortchanged at the ministry level, even after the presidential directives, that the ministry agreed that they are going to give private cars a certain percentage, they are going to give the buses or the matatus a certain percentage, but on our case, we are left out. So we want the government to recognize the ride hailing or the digital ride hailing is not the same as the private cars. They must separate. Now, the issue of prices, I addressed to the president, because now he understands the situation that the fuel, where the fuel prices, or we call it the pump fuel, the pump prices. Now, he said after 21 days, based on now the review of the fuel, because it normally happens after every 30 days, right? So by then, we were talking to the president, I think it was like 7 days after. So we expected after another 3 weeks, now the EPRA will sit down and come up with different prices for the pump price. Now, the president directed that within those 21 days, the ministry should work on a regulation that will help now the digital space to earn a living. Now we have been pushing this for now, I don't know, it is now 21 or 48. It is 2 months down the line, and nothing is happening. So we are wondering, is the government doing something legally?
So you went back to work because of the promises that the president made from them at the State House Mombasa meeting?
We went back to work and said, I actually, my speech, by then I came, I told drivers to stay calm, to wait for 21 days.
Daniel, do you feel well represented by these leaders? Because there are claims then that they went there and then they received some sort of brown envelope, allegedly, allegedly. Wanasema walipata brown envelope and then Basha, yes, and then they told you guys to go back to work.
I can't believe in that, because when my Secretary General was going to Mombasa to see the president, I gave him my blessings and I trust him. There's a way we work with him. Even if he was given money for transport, maybe accommodation, that one should be there. Because you didn't, even as we gave him money to go and represent us. Allow me to touch something that can help the riders and also the drivers now that we have this opportunity to address the public. Because these are very rare opportunities.
Before we lose that point, I'll give you that opportunity to talk to them. Salma, do you feel represented by leaders who, get such forums to go and represent drivers on addressing issues of fuel, how you want to be, taken care of? Are you involved?
Okay, I'm not involved directly, but through the e-hailer umbrella, Justin was our representative.
Yeah, and you felt well represented?
Yeah, I felt because, see, that was a president directive. We've never had such a higher authority to actually mention the online drivers. So it was a very big opportunity for us. We had a small meeting. We gave Justin what he's supposed to share with the president, and actually Justin got the opportunity. He shared with the president. So I believe when we had the higher authority giving this directive to the ministry, we knew now we have been saved. But now, as he's saying, the 21 days has elapsed. The drivers that we are representing are taking us, they're thinking we are taking them for advantage, that we are not serious. Like maybe the way allegedly people think that hata pia sisi tumepatiwa bahasha, and there's nothing. But we are in the ministry every now and then pushing to see at least we get something sustainable.
Karo, pia umekataa kukuwa na bahasha?
Kukuwa na bahasha. I trust my leaders.
Yes, but in such conversations, as a female driver in this country, most of the time we see only the men who are given such opportunities to go and represent, a big chunk of drivers. As a woman, do you also feel included and involved in such forums?
Yes, we give them our blessings, knowing that like this online driving industry, it is a male-dominated industry. So you'll find the ratio is like, if you are as a lady in
10 to 1?
No, not 10 to 1.
Ni Daniel.
Not 10 to 1. Actually, I can say it's 100 to 1. The men are so many. We are very few. So when we send our men, we feel represented and we trust them.
All right. Daniel, you wanted to talk to the drivers about something, and you also told us a lot has happened since the online driving business got into the country, right? Have there been any improvements, or just aside from the deteriorating, we were talking about how fare has gone down from 60 to 20 by 23
kilometers.
Yes. So talk to us about that as well.
Let me touch two issues that is affecting us as per now, because that's what maybe the drivers will want to hear me address. One, I've done an experiment here. I was trying to order a car, and this is a customer now ordering the car. The customer is given options of cancellation. And this is where we feel that these apps are not doing something good to us. They tell the customer, your reasons of cancellation: one, driver not getting closer, driver asked to pay outside the app, long pickup time, driver asked to cancel, found better alternative, price dispute with the driver. And then they give you another option of other. Let me discuss one, which makes us feel like these people are not fair to us. Driver asked to pay outside the app. Why do you think the driver asked to pay outside the app? The driver is avoiding to give the company a commission because they feel the price is too low. Let me take the whole amount. You get the customer gets in the car, the driver tells you, can we go offline? I think you have met one of the drivers telling you that. Why do you think is that? Because these people are taking 18%, 22% from us. The fuel is taking 65% of what I get. So 22% plus 65%, that's almost 85%. So I'm remaining with partly of 15%. Even the app is eating more than what I should be getting. This is why you see these disputes and so many drivers are being blocked because of this. The board of executive, the executive board of ELAS, we have written, you can see in front of you here, we have documents. These are documents I wanted even to show the media what we are doing for these drivers towards the government, to tell them this is very wrong. Because someone goes to Mombasa, he gets a car, new one. He comes, the following day the app is blocked. definitely the financial will come for the car. And we have lost even some drivers because of this fatigue. Allow me to touch also the second thing that we feel drivers, maybe you give me that time, which the drivers feel about we are being shortchanged. When this company came, when Uber came to Kenya, we were earning very well. We were earning like, it was like 60, 75 shillings per kilometer. And then this competition came from other companies. That's where our problem started now. We thought Uber was very strict on us.
Yeah.
We welcomed Bolt. That time it was called Taxify. We are the ones who marketed it. I remember us being online the whole day to be paid, even if there's no trip. Little did we know that this was a trap for them to get the market, and then they start dealing with us. In 2018, that's where we started doing most of the strikes we did.
How are they dealing with you, Daniel?
Yeah.
How are they dealing with you?
It's bad because when they came, you see, it's like someone giving you a sweet to be near him, and then all of a sudden
Anachukua sweet yake.
Anachukua kisu yake sasa anakuambia give me that one. You know, they have to be genuine with us because they call us independent contractors. If I ask you if you're an independent partner, if I'm an independent partner and I don't set the prices, how do you call me independent? You are the one who dictates what the customer will say in the app when he cancels the ride. You are the one who determines the price of which the customer is going to pay me. And you are the judge, you make the rules, you become the judge, and you execute everything. That's why you see us always fighting the customers. If you don't, you keep like in your home. If you have a kid at home and you leave that kid to your house girl. If you mistreat the house girl, definitely when you're out of the house girl will mistreat the kid. And that's why you see some drivers, sometimes they're even rude to clients when they remember the amount that the client is going to pay. Let me ask you, how can you pay 120 shillings to a driver? That's not even a border.
You know, usually we've had that time and time again when there are discounts in this, in these platforms. There's a way that the app gives back that money to you guys.
Me, I don't have anything with the discounts.
Yeah.
If I give you the regulations here, there's a regulation that says an app cannot give discounts or promotions that will affect me negatively. Let me ask you, I was coming maybe from Thika Road, maybe Zimmerman. I'm taking a client to Uphill. And then you are given a discount of 80%. Let's say the trip was 800. They give you the discount of 600 to pay me 200. Maybe that is the money I wanted. When you pay me, I go to the fuel station to put fuel for the next ride. You see, that one has affected me negatively.
How long does it take for that discount to reflect on your account as a driver?
There is a wallet that we can withdraw the money. But they have also given us restrictions. Why do you put restriction on my wallet and I want the money?
All right.
Yes.
Justin, now the Ministry of Roads and Transport is trying to enforce a floor pricing model, like I had started earlier, from 220 to about 400 to 500 shillings. And I to protect drivers from brutal fuel price inflation. What do you think about that draft regulation?
Okay, I appreciate. That one is a good move if the government is really prepared for that. But I think you are the one who is telling me. I know they are saying that, but I want to see something drafted and passed. Because we have been in Lagos for over quite a number of years. But what makes and what gives me strength is the presidential directives. Because from then, I can see the Ministry of Transport has changed. Actually, they are working on those regulations to make sure now we get 400 and something instead of 220, which is a good move. And we will appreciate. And actually our language will change. Once we get that price, our language will automatically change, and we shall have one big demonstration of thanksgiving to the President and to the Minister of Transport for that, if they give us.
Caro, are you in support of it? An increase of, a floor pricing model from 220 to 500 shillings. Are you in support of that?
Yes, very much. Of course, who doesn't like money?
Yeah.
And actually, we are really looking forward towards this increment. And as our chairman says, once we get this increment, we've been promised for so long, for heaven's sake, since I joined this industry 4 years down the line, it has been pricing mechanism. So once we get this price, why not celebrate? We really support it and we are really ready for it. Yes.
So Salma, you get higher rates, right? From 220 to 500 shillings. That is a higher rate on your end. But now what happens when customers withdraw from digital apps, driving apps?
By the way, we are prepared for that. And, definitely when there's a price increase, the demand will
go down, right?
But at least I better get the 500 or 400 by getting 2 or 4 trips than doing 10 trips and I'm getting less than 1,000 because I'll be fatigued. I'll not be in proper mind to move a customer from point A to point B. So, and as my colleague, my friend, my Carol has said, I joined Uber in 2017. I have not seen any price increment because when the fuel prices have been increasing every now and then, apparently when the fuel prices goes up, the fares goes down. Fuel price goes up. So this is the only time that we are hoping through the presidential directive, we will get justice out of it so that now we can breathe. Because right now we are having a challenge. The small vehicle, prices are arranged by different CCs.
Yeah.
So there's 650 CCs, there's 1000 CCs, there's 1300 CC, 1500 CC, and the big cars to 2000 CCs. So you can imagine a 2000 CC is ferrying a driver and somebody is being paid 220 shillings. And that is a 2000 vehicle CC. How justifiable is that? Tell me.
Daniel.
Yes.
Sasa, let's say these platforms decide to pull out of the Kenyan market. Now what happens to these thousands of drivers who depend on these platforms?
That's a very good question. And
Exactly.
I will answer it with a lot of excitement, and that's what the drivers are expecting. Let them pull out.
For them to pull out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me give you a good example.
And you want them to pull out?
Yes, let them go.
Let me tell you. Uber pulled out of Tanzania just because of the rules, the regulations that were put there. If they pull out, we have good companies in Kenya, which are Kenyan companies. I can give you a very example. I'm not trying to advertise any company, but I can say those who are doing good to us. A company like Yego is paying very well, spin of the wheel. I take a ride, it counts as we go. But the other companies, they put what we call, there's a company which is very notorious, they put what we call upfront fares. Even if we go and get a traffic jam that is beyond 2 hours, the prices would change. So let the rules come. If you can't play with the rules, just go. Do you know how many app companies we have right now? As per NTSA, there are 24 of them. And they are coming in every day. I can name all of them because I've seen them. So we are not worried the one who will just go out is the one who has been giving us problem. We will be very happy. Just tell the driver that and they will tell you we are very happy they go.
Yes. Just till if they go, I personally don't quite really know, the platforms that are Kenyan owned.
Yes.
I don't know about them.
I can name them for you.
Well, you have started with that. Now, what happens if they pull out? Sindio, what happens to Kenyans who are dependent on, these platforms?
Okay.
Mnasema there are options, sindio? But no, I know fares itakuwa kule juu zaidi. And as much as you guys are pushing for the increment from 220 to 500 Kenyan shillings, Kenyans want affordable rates as well. They want affordable, means of transport. Then what happens to the common mwananchi? Ama nyinyi ni kujijali tu, abjali wa Kenya.
What there is, we should understand that
taxi is luxury.
Yes.
Business is luxury. Yes. There is always an alternative. There is a boda besides this, and there is a matatu. With 100 bob or less 100 bob, you get to your destination. But you find that you cannot, because you want to have your standard, you cannot walk into a matatu. You prefer to be seated somewhere with your laptop maybe, or maybe you are calling friends comfortably without disturbance. That's why you choose to ride on taxi cab. Now, the issue is, if today because I can say some, because I know the dominant applications will be the one maybe who can pull out from the industry. But the list, out of 24 that are registered at NTSA, hata wewe wajui umeconfess that you don't know them.
Is it that you're not marketing yourselves well?
Because, no, not marketing.
Yeah.
Because they cannot penetrate in. How can I bring a ride from here to town and I charge 600, and when we go with another hub, you are charged 400, you go for the cheapest one.
Yes.
Now, whoever is charging 400 is doing harm to the driver. Whoever is charging 600.
Why don't Kenyan platforms cap it at 200 so that they can attract customers and then now do whatever they want to do with it?
Now they attract customers and we get, they take us to the grave. Yes, because we buy the car, we fuel the car. Now, what the government is doing to come to address that issue, they have come up with something they are calling a calculator. The calculator is made, comprises of all the components together. The cost of the car, the depreciation, then data bundles used by the driver, the fuel and the prices, and then all of them are captured into one basket, and they compute a price that is suitable for that, based on the cost of running that car. Now you see, nowhere the driver is hunting something to for fun, or maybe let us put it up or something. It is something that is well scientifically done and proved.
Wakenya mmesikia hizi apps ni luxury, tumia matatu from them.
Let me try to justify. What the General Secretary is telling you is a naked truth. But let me also come to the side of the customers.
Yes.
Because sometimes I also use, when I'm not around, my family uses Uber, these apps. Even me, when I order an Uber, sometimes I have to tip the driver. Sometimes I look at the price, 200, I give like 350. You know? We want to get out this notion that people think you can get into my car at a cheap price, at my expense, at the expense of oil change, wear and tear. By the way, do you know how much AA of Kenya recommends for a wear and tear car, a small one?
How much is it?
It is around 34 shillings. That is wear and tear, the cost of maintenance per kilometer. And see, these apps are paying you 22 shillings per kilometer. They are not even repairing your car. So let me come to the customers and say this. You've said that this means of transport, people are used to it, but now we have different means of transport. There are some people who can go to Serena half tea in the morning, and there's someone who can go to Akibanda and half tea in the morning. Let the one who avoids Serena go to Serena, because you want to maintain your status. Let the one who comes to taxi pay taxi. Let me give you a good example. When there's a surge, these dynamic prices, you get maybe from the usual price from town to Kiambu town is 600 shillings. But there's a time the customers pay us like 3,200. The surge is 2.5. When there is rain, when the pickup time is high. Why does this customer pay 3,200 and then the other day was paying 600 and saying it's higher? So there's something we want to put that is a balance. We don't want to lose the clients, by the way, because this is a business. And it's a livelihood to many. Even that client who depends on us, maybe there's a brother who's doing that work. What we are saying is let us balance the equilibrium. This is what the General Secretary bargained for us when he made the president. Let me tell the drivers what is coming up. The government wants to give us what we call a minimum trip compensation. Why do we call it a trip compensation? It is a driver's operation cost, which is untaxable, which is uncommissioned. And that's what the app doesn't want to hear. We have put the proposal, we have dropped the proposal to them. The government is giving their proposal, the app companies have come with their proposal, but what you are saying is this, let us meet in the middle so that the customers cannot also suffer, because this inflation has eaten everyone, not only us. Even you guys, inflation has eaten. So when we do like a 90% increase, it might be injustice to you. Let us do an increase, depending on how the fuel has increased, it will be justice for everyone.
All right, Kara, as we come to the tail end of this conversation, talk to us about the challenges that women drivers are facing. We're talking about a ratio of 100 to 1. Why aren't women joining the group, the team? What's happening?
It's very true that this is a very challenging job, bearing in mind that you are having a stranger in your car always. Throughout the day, you are having like 10 strangers in your car, 11 strangers in your car. On a weekend, maybe even up to 20 strangers in your car. And the majority of our customers are men. So you can imagine the balance. There are so many challenges that women face while doing this online taxi driving. And just to mention a few, harassment from men. That is one challenge that women face. The other challenge that women face commonly is being looked down upon by our client, especially our male clients. A male client will enter your car and is like, oh, it's a lady. Na is like, na huyu atanifikisha kweli.
They ask
and
that loud?
Yeah, no. Just the body language will tell you that this one is just asking. And they like sitting at the front so that they instruct you. Enda hivi, pita huyu, wacha ukaribia hii lori. You know, they don't have confidence in us. So that is one of, and you know, as a driver, you feel so discouraged. You are the driver, you are on the wheel, and somebody else is instructing you like you are a learner.
Yeah.
Pitia hapa, hapana, usifuate huyu, hii lori usikaribie, you know, such things. So those are some of the challenges that we face. At night, we also face a lot of challenges of insecurity. As a woman, like, there are places that you won't go. Like, for instance, just to quote places like the slum areas, and you'll still get these requests to go to the slum areas. So it's quite a challenge. And if you don't pick these trips, as you have heard from my leaders here, your rating goes down. You get another trip from another slum, you don't pick, the rating goes down again. You get another one and the rating goes down. At the end of the day, what happens? Your app is closed. App kanaenda, we literally say kameenda na mwewe. Kanaenda na mwewe.
Interesting. So what's your call to government as we wrap up this show, Salma?
Maybe I can contribute something on insecurity, a quick one.
Let her go first, and then now
ladies.
we can do.
I also wanted to talk about insecurity.
Okay, as you wrap up.
Yeah, as Carol has said, women, we pass through a lot of challenges. Not only about men, even our female counterparts. In fact, they are the main enemies to us. A female client would request you. She will see it, Salma. Ni mwanamke, wata nisumbua. Anaku-cancel. What happens? Your county's ratings are going down. That's the first challenge. And Daniel has read for you the reason for cancellation. So mwana zote tu ni driver. Is there a part for customer? Me as a driver, where do I even say that it's a customer who has actually cancelled me? Yeah. So that is one major challenge that we are facing from our female counterparts who feel that we are not maybe supposed to be driving, or we are rude, you know, that challenge. Like vile tunasemanga mwanamke ni enemy ya mwanamke mwenzake, something like that. So that's another challenge.
Unfortunately, we are out of time.
Low payments that we are getting. So we work long hours, you don't have family times, you have to struggle on the road. Unapata mwingine yako na mimba when you are on your menses. Challenges all there. Sometimes even getting the toilets are challenging, you know, because you have to, because if you're, let's say, from Thika Road, you have to see where will I stop to go and help myself. So challenges are there, but we are managing because we need to work and we need to have the economy moving. Okay.
Nyaga sasa sababu nilimuuliza call to government na hakujibu, aliingia straight to insecurity. Wrap up the show for us. Tell us what's your call to government as a chairperson of organization of online drivers.
Okay, mine is very simple. That we are looking forward to see the government work on the policy. And actually we are expecting the government to complete that policy within not more than 10 days from now. If it extends to that, then you know, the enormous tell me you talk with ultimatums every time, because I feel that we have been shortchanged for quite a long time, and that's why I always talk, and I have to say, if they don't do, then we will maybe have industrial action thereafter.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for making time. You wanted to say something?
Yes.
Daniel, for fairness.
It's good also to tell you how we are doing right now.
Okay.
Because we had been having our own challenges. We had so many associations, and we found it a challenge for us. Because this association can speak on this and this. So what we have come up with, you can see my T-shirt here, is ALS. This is the umbrella body. I'm the chairman of the umbrella body. He is the general secretary for the umbrella body. She is the women representative in the umbrella body. So 19 of us came together to form an umbrella body so that we can approach the government in one uniform. So that's what I wanted to say. But I wanted to give you a quick one on the ladies. I still have a case in Kabete police station. A customer pulled off a dreadlock of a lady, driver. They were fighting in the car. Now what is happening there, the customer has money, he has bribed the police. Now they are taking us round. And also we have a case in NTSA which we have done, and I would like NTSA director who is new in that docket to hear. We have the insecurity, since December last year we have lost like 9 vehicles. And he has that one in the table. From one app, a customer orders a car, and then like a few kilometers the driver is hijacked and the vehicle.
Very unfortunate.
So we really want to touch on that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Justin Nyaga, Chairman, Organization of Online Drivers, Daniel Manga, Chairman, Ride Hail Transport Association, Salma Kikoa, Chair Lady, Blessed Ladies Organization, and Caroline White, that is the Chair Lady Organization of Online Drivers. We're talking about the cost of doing business in Kenya as an online driving association. Thank you so much for making time. We've come to the end of this conversation, but don't go too far. You're watching TV47 Breakfast. Fred Indemuli is coming up next with Men Talk. Stay right here. My name is Annie Odida.